Hey there, Minnesota Vikings fans. Tom Downey here with the latest around Minnesota, and we start with some trade buzz around cornerback Cameron Dantzler. A report from The Athletic said that the 49ers, San Francisco of course, called about a Dantzler trade. Now, in the end, the Niners signed Dre Kirkpatrick, so either Minnesota never got a good offer, or at least what they deem a good offer, or they never wanted to trade Dantzler in the first place. But beyond just the trade rumors, I wanted to talk about what is going on here with Cam Dantzler. He was a starter down the stretch last year, showed quite a bit of promise. He looked better than the now gone combo of Mike Hughes with the Kansas City Chiefs and with Jeff Gladney, who, well, has off-the-field issues. So why did he go from starting last year to being a healthy scratch in Week 1? Maybe the most troubling, concerning, question mark raising is the play of the other corners, namely Bashaud Breeland and Kris Boyd. Breeland and Boyd were a disaster. I mean, those two corners got worked repeatedly. Breeland got benched, they put Kris Boyd in, Boyd got beat bad, and they put Breeland back in. Like, it was a huge problem for Minnesota. Dantzler last year showed some promise. Now, again, didn't start every single game. Completion percentage isn't bad. The yards are a bit high. Touchdowns not terrible. Made some plays on the football. He looked promising. And then between what happened at the end of last year to the start of this year, and the preseason's included here where Dantzler wasn't very good, but he was clearly behind Breeland in terms of who was going to start for this team early on. So I don't know what's going on here with Cameron Dantzler. But it's not good because this is someone the team was hoping on to be a starter this year, banking on, and that's not been the end result. So what do you guys want to do with Dantzler? I think there are three options right now. Number one, start him. I would rather see him out there than Bashaud, Breeland, and Boyd because those two look pretty bad. Do you want to keep him on the bench? Type in B. Or do you want to trade him away? Get your votes in S, B, or T. Now, while you guys are down there in the comment section, make sure you guys are subscribed. If you guys want more free Vikings videos, it's actually very simple. All you have to do is hit that big red button. That way you don't miss out on anything here on our Minnesota Vikings channel. Let's talk KJ Osborn now. Could he serve as wide receiver number 3 for the Vikings moving forward? That seems to be the likely outcome here, as Osborn was receiver 3 against the Bengals. And the 2020 5th-round pick, I thought, was fairly impressive in that particular game. I do wonder if he can hold off Dede Westbrook and others moving forward, given that Westbrook, when he signed, I think the hope and plan was to make him wide receiver 3, and there's also some other investments at receiver that we'll get to here momentarily. But Osborn was impactful against the Bengals. 7 catches, 76 yards. That's pretty damn good. Now, Minnesota threw it a lot more than they're ever going to want to, but that is worth mentioning as a good development there for Osborn. Westbrook, meanwhile, was the notable free agency addition kind of later in the process, but still only had 1 catch against the Bengals for just 11 yards. So at least for the time being, I'm putting KJ Osborn as wide receiver 3. Of course, whether you want to rank him 1A or 1B, it's Thielen and Jefferson as 1A, 1B, receiver 1, receiver 2. Westbrook is there. Also, we got to keep an eye out for Ihmir Smith-Marsette, because that is, after all, a fairly high investment from a draft capital standpoint made by Minnesota. Beebe and Prohl are on IR. Maybe we see a little bit more of Osborn moving forward. I just wonder, of Westbrook moving forward, excuse me. I wonder if that will end up being the case. So what do you guys think? Who do you want as this team's wide receiver 3? Type O for KJ Osborn, or type in W for Dede Westbrook.